Hi, my name is Sam Littlefield. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I would like to be a Blackburn Ranger in 2016. Being a bike messenger is definitely what got me really more heavily into cycling. Being a mechanic is definitely what kept me really heavily into cycling. I got a lot of stories to tell, being from here that long and the jobs I do. But I think my favorite story is still of me learning how to ride a bike, and I think the best person to tell that story is my mom. So I'm gonna have her do that.
So when Sam was little, he wanted to learn how to ride his bike. We lived on a little dirt road, and I went out and did the typical run beside him, helping him find his balance. But after a while, it was time to come in and make dinner. So I said, well, we do it again the next day. But Sam said, no, I want to keep trying. So he went up and down the little dirt road, back and forth, on his own, fell down, brushed himself off, start all over again. After a while, I look out the window, and there is Sam riding his bike. And that was the beginning of his love of bike riding.
So my first tour was from Brooklyn to Maine. I did like no mapping. I hung a compass around my neck. I was lost in about the first 6 hours. But I made it, and it definitely planted the seed for me touring after that. Over the next few years, I did a few more small tours, and then I kind of got together to do a big one. Two actually. The first one was a few thousand miles of the Trans-America Northern Tier route using the ACA maps, and the second one was a bikepacking trip with my girlfriend in Iceland about a year after. So Trans-America was amazing, but I think of those thousands of miles, 10 still really stick out to me. There's a trail called Gibbons Pass. I believe it was Montana. It was definitely an unnecessary detour, but we've been following the same stretch of highway for about a day and a half, and we figured might as well, check something out, go on a little adventure. It was kind of raining, it was kind of foggy, and as we got further into the forest along this dirt road, we kind of realized there'd been a forest fire at some point. But yeah, everything was burned up, there were trees down everywhere, and at first it was really ominous, but the farther we got in, the more we saw life coming back to the forest, like just green popping out of the dead blackened trees, and lavender along the sides of the road. And I remember I was ahead of my companions. I found this cliff that looked off into this massive valley of burned out trees that were slowly coming back to life. And I'd been on the road for a little over a month and a half, and I remember just sitting there in the rain, just pretty sure I cried. Hey, I cried. Yeah, my two companions, Heather Muller and Nick Wiggin, experienced the same experience, and I think that day, just seeing all that natural beauty, definitely led me to prefer off-road riding, and definitely led me to go to Iceland the following year. I'm pretty stoked about hitting the Great Divide Trail. I'm more stoked about seeing what's surrounding it. I know that there's a lot of single track, there's a huge margin for adventure. So I am going to definitely hit the trail, but I'm definitely going to deviate from it a lot. If I do go, it'd be in support of various organizations who promote recovery for women who dealt with sexual abuse. Companies like RAIN and After Silence are there to help them get better after such a traumatic experience. So yeah, I would like to ride to benefit them. I guess the last question is, why do I love riding so much? Whether I'm working as the mascot turkey for Cranksgiving, which is a charity race we do here, or riding a freak bike at Bike Kill, which is a whole other kind of event we do here. I'm just happy. I mean, road bikes, mountain bikes, BMX bikes, whatever, as long as they're around me, as long as I'm on one, I got a smile on my face, and it's a mushy answer. It's a stupid answer, but it's my answer. So hopefully you guys will choose me, because I definitely want to see what your gear can do, and I want to see what I can do. So I think together that would make for a pretty amazing adventure.